Hello and welcome to my channel once again, EPV Media YouTube channel. So we are on the third of the 7 principles of Nana Dr. Michael Agyekum Addo's 7 principles of success and wealth creation. We have earlier dealt with the first 2 principles, that is honesty and reliability, and then hard work. And if you haven't watched any of those expositions by Nana Dr. Michael Agyekum Addo, just click on the link that appears up there, and then you will get access to all those videos and then watch. Now with this third principle, he is coming to tell us about the secrets of the rich, why and how the rich get richer and the poor gets poorer. These are simple but truthful and effective facts that he will be revealing to us. Now there's a Ghanaian proverb that you use fish to catch fish. In other words, to get what you want, you use something of a similar nature to attract it to you. And this third principle is based on that. What the rich use or what the rich do to attract more riches. He is coming to reveal all that on this third principle. But then, who really is Nana Dr. Agyekum Addo? Nana Dr. Michael Agyekum Addo is one of Ghana's prominent, very experienced and very successful entrepreneurs with many businesses under his care. He is the owner and founder of Kama Industries Limited, a well-known Ghanaian pharmaceutical company which has now been acquired by the internationally acclaimed pharmaceutical brand Aspen. But being the serial entrepreneur that he is, he has founded and is now the CEO of Mikado Holdings Limited, which comprises a whole lot of other companies, including another pharmaceutical company, Mikado Pharmacy. Nana Dr. Michael Agyekum Addo is also a traditional ruler. Due to his vast experience and success as an entrepreneur, he was installed as the development chief of Shushen, a town in Koforidua, by the overlord of the Koforidua traditional area. Nana Dr. Michael Agyekum Addo is also an author. Based on his personal experiences, having overcome numerous difficult circumstances which he turned into victory stories, he has come up with 7 principles which has worked and continue to work for him, and which he wants to share with everybody, especially the unemployed youth and graduates in particular. This is because he thinks there are a lot of opportunities around us which can be turned into successful money-making businesses, but which we are unable to exploit because we are trained to use the wrong side of our brain in our thinking processes, and also because we fail to abide by some simple but effective principles which has worked and continue to work for him. So he has put these principles together in his books, The 7 Principles of Success and Wealth Creation, which is a bestseller, and The Fundamentals of Entrepreneurship, books 1 and 2, both of which have been approved by the Ghana Education Service GES and the National Council for Curriculum Assessment of Ghana, NACA. And these are the principles he will be sharing with all of you out there in the coming weeks. Now before we get into that, I would like to implore you as usual, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please kindly do so. Now subscription is free, you won't be charged anything at all for subscribing. However, when you subscribe, it helps my channel grow, and what that in turn does for me is it enables me to have the leverage to approach people and approach institutions from whom I can get the necessary stories, the necessary principles, the necessary intriguing facts about how you can conveniently improve your life and your situation. So please, I'll plead with you, if you haven't subscribed, just subscribe now. Subscription is easy. Just click on the red subscription button at the corner there, at the side there, and then you click on the post notification bell. Sometimes it's marked as all. Just click on that and that's it. Also don't forget to share and then comment and then of course like on this video. So now let's dive straight into the third of the 7 principles of success and wealth creation as propounded by Nana Dr. Agyekum Addo.
Use your right hand side of your brain. It is the only thing that identifies opportunities.
The idea is how to be successful.
Entrepreneurship is self-made, self-employed, self-business. So do it yourself.
Let us discuss money.
We are entering a new era. Tell me any subject area, and I'll tell you the business associated with it.
It's all about wealth creation and being successful in all your endeavors. Right now, we are going to talk about don't spend it all. Don't spend it all. Savings. My book talks about don't spend it all. And what am I talking about? Classen in 1988 said, and I quote, "I found the road to wealth when I realized that part of all that I earned was mine to keep." Part of all that I earned was mine to keep. All the money that you make out of your hard work and being reliable goes to people. You need food, so you go and buy, so you give part of your money to the food seller. You need clothes, so you part of your money to the clothing person. It goes on and on. What I'm saying is that part of what you have earned should be yours to keep. That's the beauty of it. Should be yours to keep. The bigger yours that you keep, the better when you become a wealthy person. The more you give out, the more you expend, the more people take money away from you, the poorer you become. Part of what you earn is yours to keep. That is the next principle. According to my book, the principle of savings is very crucial. Wealth creation is like planting a tree. Every tree develops its roots and then grows with a strong stem and branches before bearing fruits. The root is your savings and the fruits are your expenses. So my third principle of success and wealth creation is to put aside some of the income without touching it for some time to develop your roots. The minimum time I recommend is 3 years, a maximum 10 years to see the value of don't spend it all. Put some aside, save some. You should put part of your income aside every month. If it's a wage, please every day or every week. Do this just for 1 year and you will see how much you have saved. I describe this as your soul money. Your soul money means do not touch it. Please, as for that money, don't touch it. That should be your soul money. We see kakra. This was a practice sometime in history when our fathers and forefathers were keeping some gold nuggets as their soul money, untouchable income. When they are going to die, they call one of them, one of the siblings or one of the children, and say, when I should die, this one is for you. His spirit is in that soul money. 1 year later, 2 years later, realize that that person shines among the family. That is the soul money. Have you gotten any soul money? Have you got some saving that you do not touch at all? The answer is no. And you live by the day. Everything that comes to you, you give it to others. Class is saying that part of it should be yours to keep. And you should be happy that you are keeping it. What did I do? Let me tell you. If you can do it that way, it may help you. I've already informed you that I started my life all alone at age 7. So luckily for me, I don't owe allegiance to anybody, unlike you who have your parents. So for 10 good years during my business life, I did not give money out. I said no to all tentacles that will take away money from me. Even with food, which was so crucial, I will not buy so much meat to make my soup more appetizing and more palatable. No. Banana and peanuts, gari and beans. I behaved like a student for the first 3 years. Because I'm used to one shirt for a long time anyway, it wasn't fanciful to me to buy so many shirts. In fact, I told myself if I have 10 shirts in my wardrobe, then I'm crazy. So 3 or 4 was my style. No many shoes you can imagine. And for that matter, slippers and panties and whatever were minimal. I call it living mean and lean. Mean and lean. You can tease me that I'm a mean person. I'm a miser. But if eventually I become a rich person, you will not consider me as such anymore. People that are misers are the rich people in our society. So why do you become extravagant? Why do you become a spendthrift? We want to see you that, oh, you are always buying and buying. You'll be getting poorer and poorer. Do some savings. Let's go back to the book. So as a pharmacist, my income being little, and I had too many obligations, like I had married, savings will not yield much, but I have to save, and I decided to save. Then I plowed back all my savings into my business, and I was still saving, and every 3 months I'll plow back the savings into the business, and the business started growing. However, there was still my soul money that was not touched since 86 up to today. I haven't touched that money. I haven't. Can I tell you how much it is? No. Next, you try yours. Some things that I would advise you to reduce your expenditure as you are watching me. Number 1, know your total income, including the extra income that you get. Make a list of your expenditure items, keeping in mind your level of income and the need to save. You have to keep in mind your level of income. If it's 100, if it's 300, if it's 1,000, if it's 2,000. Then make a list of all the items that you want to buy. And then have in mind that you have to keep some. Put them, the expenditure items, put them into compulsory and optional expenditure. Categorize them and then prioritize which are the most important ones. Those are the ones that you've got to pay money to get them. Examples: your utility bills, very important. Your rent, your food, transportation to work. Name them. Weigh the optional expenditure carefully before you make them, like entertainment, gifts, pleasure, and say no to some of them. Can you? Say no to some of the optional expenditure. Reconsider the total expenditure and exclude those ones which you have control over. You can minimize utility bills by conserving energy and using them wisely. Don't keep on opening and closing your refrigerator. It takes away energy which you didn't know. Buy things in bulk by purchasing these items in bits. If you are ironing at once at a go all your laundry. Don't iron hanky, put it off. Then another time you iron your singlet, you put it off. Then you iron your socks. No, you'll be spending more energy than normal. Sum up all your expenditure and deduct this amount from your income and make a decision to save at least 10% of the difference and pay 10% to your church if you believe in that. If not, add it to your savings. Don't keep the water running whilst you are brushing your teeth or washing dishes or washing yourself. Wash dirty clothing in bulk to minimize your water and soap bills. Buy your own shoe polish and brush it yourself, and stop using other people to polish your shoes for you. You should be able to do it yourself. Dang. Avoid impulse buying. Sleep over things before you buy them all. Make a list at home before you go to the market. Dear housewife, dear gentleman, you are going to the super mall. Please think about what you are going to buy, and then just go And as you see it, you just buy. If you want to be rich, you got to be prudent. Let your dependents understand the concept of spending wisely so that they can agree with you with your savings plan. Otherwise, there will be pressure from the house for you to touch that soul money. Avoid waste and spoilage. Do not cook more than enough. There are so many homes that have waste with food. Please, my dear viewer, do not throw away food. Put leftover food in the refrigerator. Cook perishable foodstuffs first, such as plantain, yam, and others, before you go to the rice and spaghetti, which can stay for a longer period. Have you considered the value of the slice of yam, the finger of plantain, the rice, stew, or soup that you throw away every day? And I've already told you that money is spiritual paper. So spiritually, you are throwing away food, which is saying, hey, you are throwing me away. I will not come back to you. So every time you throw away food, part of your spirit, which is money, is being thrown away. So you'll be a poor person. You go to parties and you load your plate so much with food that you are unable to eat, and you throw away the rest. Please, it will make you a poorer person. So stop it. Anytime you drop food into the dustbin, you are dropping money into the bin. Calculate how much you throw away the food. If it's 1 Ghana, your children, 3 of them, they are all throwing away. Your wife also throwing. And if it's all one Ghana, then these 5 people, you are throwing away 5 Ghana every day. Times 30 days, times 1 year. You can imagine the kind of money you've thrown away. I'm also saying that don't spend it all means that it's just like when you have a bottle and you bore holes on them, and then you pour water into it. You see that there's water will be spouting out. Close it tightly. Even though the holes will be there, the water will cease. That is, the holes for your expenditure will cease. The water will then be filled, and then you have your savings and you'll be a rich person. For your information, you can eat without taking a bottle of beer. In fact, it's so surprising that people even eat fufu with Fanta and Coca-Cola and beer. Our parents do not and have not taught us to eat fufu with drink. We normally eat fufu at home with water. Why are you buying a bottle of beer? What does it do anyway? It only gives you the gas. Coca-Cola gives you gas. Use water because it's heavy meal and it's filling your belly so that you'll be belching and giving gas. It's unnecessary. Keep that money for your soul money. I also do not understand why people sew new clothes for every occasion, be it funeral, weddings, christening of people, church service, and every party. New clothing. I can't understand. Why? You want to show off? Such a person, don't complain that you are poor. Don't complain that you don't have money. Otherwise, don't do it. If the cloth is of good quality, you can use it for several occasions. It's only a matter of washing it and keeping it neat. Good ironing. Do not be nervous of comments that people will give. Focus on the principle of don't spend it all. Financial success does not lie in changing clothes, but rather in frugal living. Save as much as you can. You can also avoid visiting the hospitals regularly by eating healthy food, and that's balanced diet and fruits every day. An apple or banana a day will keep you away from the doctor. Exercise regularly, and you wouldn't need to buy medicines. You wouldn't need to stay at home for some time. Please, if you exercise, you'll be a healthy, bouncy person. Keep your environment clean all the time, not some of the time. Your environment in your room, around your house, keep it clean, and you realize that you'll be a healthy person. Savings in the Ghanaian culture My dear friends, I know that your extended family system demands a lot. No, society, everybody expects you to do something. There is harvest time with envelopes and letters. Appeal for funds, appeal for support, appeal for whatever. There's so much. That pressure, if you don't take care, you'll be as poor as the paper itself, which is before you. What is the prescription? My prescription is to say no. 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 It's only when you realize that there's no way you can run away from that request. Please, satisfy it by 10%. 10% of the request. And I'm talking to you about a period, though, not all your life. A period of time whereby you are now searching for the wealth. During that period, please say no. Put no as a badge on your chest. Put no as a tag on your door, on your brief bag, on your car. No, no, no. During this no time, you are still saving. You are building your roots. Then the stem will become stronger. The branches will come. The leaves will bloom. Then the fruits will come. My prescription is 3 years minimum, maximum 10 years. When you have made it, then you can support people. In 1996, when I was celebrating my 10th anniversary in my business, I went to my village and re-roofed my mother's ruined house. After this, I lined up all my family members and started supporting them. And those who wanted education, I had to help them, educate them till the university. The next thing that we need to study, and that don't spend it all, is control. Control your savings that you are doing so that the thief doesn't come to take it. Control it. Control. How do you control? Avoid litigation. Be a happy person. And when quarrels start coming, avoid it so that it doesn't end up you in court. So that you don't have to pay so much money for legal fees. Learn to swallow nonsense. Learn to just be, in quote, a fool. Can we also learn from Warren Buffett when he was interviewed sometime on CNBC? Warren Buffett said 53 years ago that he married in the same house that he is in. His house does not have any wall or a fence. He drives his own car and does not keep security men, which I'm trying to copy him. I live in one room, no security men, no macho men, and so on. And I drive my own car, my dear viewer. Stay away from credit cards. Stay away from loans, my dear friend. Live your life as simple as you can. Just listen to them and don't copy your friends with that kind of extravagant life. Spend only money on necessary things and things that you need urgently, not anyhow. Start practicing what I've expanded in. Don't spend it all. According to Clason again, and unquote, he will always be a slave who does not know how to live upon a little. So my dear viewer, listen to me, watch me, and practice from today, not tomorrow, from today. Do some savings. Save. And we'll meet next time under principle number 4, which is invest it. May the good Lord be with you. Amen.
I just love listening to this man. As I said earlier on, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please kindly do so. Your subscription will help my channel grow, and that will also enable me go out there and get the content that you deserve to hear and watch. So I'll bring you the 4th episode very soon. I'm already working on that. It's almost through. Keep on watching all the videos on this channel, and I'll be seeing you very soon, God willing. Thank you. Have a nice day, and God bless.